KSFR Coffin Radio.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Coffin Radio. I am Heartthrob Rob. Joining me is Victoria, and we are live from Comic-Con 2021 LA. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I heard the Heartthrob was coming in town. I got a little nervous. Thought he was going to kill my business here.
Oh my gosh. No, you've had one of the busiest tables here at Comic-Con 2021.
Oh, you're so kind.
Everyone is here. Anytime I tried to come by and say hi to you, it seems like I've got to fight through the crowd to say come say
You know,
hello.
it's kind of deceiving because I talk too much.
No!
Can you hear my voice? I lose my voice at every Comic-Con. Every single one. I talk. And then it's because we see a lot of regulars and we old friends, especially in California.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so like it's like a big reunion. I love these cons.
How was Comic-Con today for you?
Awesome. Yes, it was. The parking stunk.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. It was real. I parked on the wrong wing, and I'm OCD, you guys. I like to be early and set up, and not. I need to get in the mind frame. Let's go. You know what I mean? I need my coffee, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the first. Don't hit that. This is the first Comic-Con back. Since the pandemic. How was lockdown for you?
Actually, it was a blessing in disguise because we started a show called GAW TV Show. It's on YouTube. It's with Mickey James, myself, SoCal Val, and it's called Grown Ass Women, basically talking nonsense, drinking wine, and just throwing back. And now we're getting guests occasionally, and because we were just like, we got to do something, not for money or anything like that. Out of boredom, that thing came. It happened, but the bad thing is Amazon got all my money.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to bring it back for a little bit. How did you first get into wrestling where you knew this is for you?
I didn't know it was going to be for me, but I met Tori. She brought me backstage at WCW, and I was like, you get paid to walk a guy out there? Are you kidding me? And then I met China, and China was like, I said, I have two friends are in it from fitness industry, because I used to compete in fitness, and I just went up to her. I said, I have two friends, Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson. She goes, oh, are you a wrestler? Have you thought about doing it? And I go, I'm a big tomboy. I was muscular and gymnast, and I have three older brothers that wrestled, but different kind of wrestling. And what the heck? I sent my stuff in. A month later, I got a call from Kevin Kelly and Jim Ross, and I asked them, well, what do you see me doing? Do you see me walking a guy down the ramp? And they're like, no, we actually see you wrestle. So I didn't know what I was. I just Googled pro wrestling school.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
That's cool.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I mean, you learned the trade.
It was hard though. I mean, it's when you want to be a wrestler, it's not a 9-to-5 job. It's 24/7, and you got to train your ass off. You know what I mean? And there's some bumps that hurt, and you want to cry, but you just hold it in because you want to be tough. It's like it's a lot of pressure too. You know what I mean? And I knew they wanted to meet me in 30 days. And I wasn't ready. No, and then the Godfather thing opened up.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he was looking for two permanent hoes. And so it was myself and Frosty. Her character was Mandy, and we got our foot in the door, dude. And I remember going up to Jim Ross. I said, I think I want to do what those guys are doing in the ring. I don't think I was training actually, and I was like, they're like, oh, you want to wrestle? And I was like, yeah. And Jerry Lawler was telling me, you need to move to Memphis, old style. Yeah. And the training was different. So in a week, I came back to TV. They're like, how fast can you get to Memphis?
Wow.
And I got there in a week. Yeah. And I said, when do you need me? They're like, in a week. And I said, okay. So it's quite funny when people are like going, they want to be a wrestler and they just want something local. You have to go to a good school. Like Rikishi's here. He's doing,
Knoxville is incredible.
Yes, he has an amazing school. There are good schools, and you always want to learn from someone that's been at the top. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it's a different way to work an indie show, a different work house show or live event, and TV. It's just all,
Yeah.
You got to learn from the best that's been there, because they're not gonna lie to you. They're not gonna BS you. They're gonna tell you what you need to do. You know what I mean? And you want someone honest, not just there to take your money.
Absolutely. So, and speaking of the best, when you come in and debut for WWE in 2002, it's actually against Trish Stratus, right? Like when you come in.
I think it was Jackie Moore. Like I should know my first match. I'm blanking
Not
out.
your
It's a
first
long
one, but
day.
I meant, like,
My
the
debut.
big-
Yeah, the big angle was
was-
me being obsessed with Trish, and I became psychotic.
You guys had like a previous beef from back in the day.
Yeah. And so, oh my God, I love that character.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh my God, you can't do anything wrong. You get the crazier, the better. You know what I mean? Hi, Cindy from the Wrestling Guy Store.
Hello. You actually ended up beating Trish for the title for the Women's Championship. What was that
Madison
like for you?
Square Garden.
Especially at the Garden.
I don't think there's words to describe. I mean, like you're in shock, and like I broke my nose and I chipped my tooth on that match.
God.
Got a big lump on my head, but adrenaline's a great drug. I'll tell you that. You know, it was. When I told the ref, I go, I broke my nose, and he's like, do you want me to stop? Like, do you want me to end it? And I was like, no, no.
We're rolling.
And I was like, just tell her to stay away from me for a little bit. And my eyes were watering. I couldn't see, but it was incredible.
Who do you think some of your favorite opponents were at WWE?
I had so many.
I mean, you won the championship twice there.
Dang, like Trish, they're all really good. I mean, like I can't pinpoint exact because everybody had a different style. Like Gail Kim was a flyer. Trish and I beat the hell out of each other. Lita and I in the cage match. Jazz taught me a lot in wrestling school. She's a genius, by the way. Molly Holly is a great grappler and taught me. She was very patient with me. Jackie Moe Ivory took me under her wing by teaching me how to travel.
You guys had such a great roster at that time.
Isn't it
all legends.
It's a family,
all
man.
Hall of Famers for sure.
Honestly, isn't that nuts?
That's
though?
so cool.
And I know I'm missing other people, and I don't want to piss off anybody, but I had great opponents. I got lucky, man. I really did. I'm very humbled by it. I know I didn't have history about it. Being in the business. But it was handed to me on a silver platter, like, you have a good look, and we always hated that. Oh, they got in because they're a model, right? We always hated that, but it's what you do when you get in. Like Christy Hemme worked her ass off too.
Yeah.
It's such.
I mean, and you lasted a while there. I mean, WWE has a turnover rate, but you were there for 7 years, kicking butt.
Nine.
Excuse me,
9
years.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, you were kicking butt for a long time,
Yeah, and then I went to TNA. I thought I was retiring after WWE, and I thought I was done. And then I started watching Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong, and I was like,
oh my
God, dude. And I was like, oh, I never wrestle her, and I can't wait to have new opponents. I thought I was done. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. You can't, this takes a toll on your body, and man, I did it there, and then I went back to the Rumble this recently, 11 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your time like at Impact? I mean, you were the champion over there for 5 years. Or, excuse me,
5 times.
5 different times.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What was that like? I mean, who were your favorite opponents there?
Oh my God. I had like different, God, there's so many. ODB and I would try to make each other laugh. So, and Mickey James too, like
Mickey
her and
James
I.
And stuff too.
Yeah, we always try to make each other laugh. And we had kick-ass matches too. We had a cage match there too. There's so many good women out there.
Madison Rain stuff
Madison Rain too. Like, just there's so many. I'm glad that there's so many like platforms for wrestling because now more talented women and men can show their. I think having different companies, it helps.
That's the way it should be, alternative. Or if you don't like this kind of wrestling, there's this kind of wrestling for you. Or if my gimmick ain't working here, let's see what I can try out over here,
Yeah.
Austin would have never became Austin if he didn't get fired from WCW, but, and work his stuff at ECW to make it pop in WWE at the time.
Exactly.
So there needs to be alternatives.
And it needs to be like, everybody's like, oh, you work for that company, you can't work for this company. I just think it's like, we're all big family and like we're all trying to make it and try to make money at it for what you love and the passion. And it's I think it'll come around. I really do, like AEW, like I think it'll all come around.
You mentioned that you came back for the Rumble at 20, against Shayna Baszler and all that, in the Rumble. What was that like for you coming back?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't tell a soul. I didn't tell my family.
Baby.
Totally. I thought my family's going, did you land in Orlando already? And I was like, I didn't want to go out to eat. I didn't want to be seen.
Exactly.
I didn't tell Tori Wilson. She was pissed off at me. She's like, sis, you didn't tell me? You didn't tell me? And I was like, I didn't want anybody to know anything. I just wanted to be surprised. And I was puking. I had an upset stomach. I was so nervous because I didn't feel, I don't have my fake nails anymore. I don't get the Botox. I don't have my hair extensions. I
You're
don't
still
have
drop
the
dead gorgeous.
Oh, you're sweet.
Please.
Oh, sweet. You're sweet. And I didn't have my red extensions. I had bought that fake hair and had them just braided in, and I didn't have gear.
Wow.
Yeah, I have my last gear for sale here at the Comic-Con. And I've already worn that, and I wanted something special. But you know how you don't want to disappoint the fans? You care so much that you don't want to mess up. I was so freaking nervous and out of breath, and they called me 2 weeks prior to the Rumble. And you can't get ready.
Notice?
You can't get ready for a match
Give me 2 months, not 2 weeks. Good Lord.
Oh my God, I had such ring rust.
Oh my
it was hard. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have upcoming?
I love my Comic Cons. I'll be honest with you. My next one is in Liverpool. I'll probably do RuPaul's Drag Con with the Wrestling Guy store. But I'm taking bookings.
Shout out to the Wrestling Guy store.
Yep, shout out, baby. But you can book me for future appearances. Book Lisa now at gmail.com. Very easy. And I love my Comic Cons. I'm a nerd at heart, I really am.
And the Comic Cons love you for sure. Absolutely. Where can people follow you on social media?
I'm at Real Lisa Marie on Instagram and Twitter. My Facebook, there's a lot of phony ones. It's under my real name, but I don't allow cursing and stuff like that on my social media. So if you see something that's inappropriate, that's not me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know which one I post. I don't remember what my Facebook page is.
No,
I really don't.
Don't worry about it. That's fine.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to thank you so much for being here. Your line has always been popping. Even now, we have people waiting for you. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. You're one of the greatest female workers, one of the best workers, period. You laid down a foundation. You did for a long time, and I wanted to thank you so much.
I'll pay you later for that compliment.
Thank you.
Tune in, baby.
Yeah.
Tune in.
If you like what you're watching, then hop in the Coffin. Follow us on social media at Coffin Radio. Coffin is spelled with a K. And that's all for today.
Peace.
There you go. Thank you so much.
ASMR Coffin Radio.